Hey guys, Swall here. How you doing? Today we're doing a quick review of the game Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Let's get the elephant out of the room right away. This game is 9 years old, right? This game came out in 2010. Why am I redoing a review of a 9-year-old game in 2019? Well, because it's new for me, okay? I've never played it before, and I'm sure there's other people out there who haven't played this classic game of the horror genre before as well. So, hey, don't give me any grief over it, okay? So let's talk a little bit about the game. You play as Daniel. It's first-person mode. You quickly find out that the villain in the game is a gentleman by the name of Alexander. You don't know what Alexander has done to deserve any punishment, but yet one of the first things you receive in the game is a letter directing you to kill Alexander. Now, we won't go into any more plot points or any more specifics because I don't really want to give away any particular spoilers of the game. Play it yourself if you're really that interested. The graphics in this game, as you can see in the background, they're not wonderful. They are from 2010, but they're okay. They're fine. And one of the great things about this game, and it being a horror game, is that the game does not hinge on the graphics. It's not nearly as important as, say, the sound and the atmosphere the game creates. And let's talk about the sound a little bit. The sound in this game is fantastic, and to me, probably the most important part of a horror game. You get creeped out most of the time due to the sounds that you hear in the background. For me specifically, it's the cockroaches that skitter on the ground. They will cause the most unexpected noises in the middle of whatever you're trying to do, and they will scare the hell out of you just because you're not expecting them. It's a creepy sound, and they're everywhere. The cockroaches are everywhere in this game. The monsters, they never really address exactly what the monsters are called, but they do their normal spooky sounds as they come after you. The music speeds up, your heartbeat races, your vision begins to distort. It's everything that you would expect out of a horror game, and this is just one of those classics that was just so well done. They did an amazing job when they made this game. The gameplay, when you're playing the game and you run across an enemy, you have two options. You either run or you hide. There is no fighting back. And for me, that adds to the drama of the game, because when you can't fight back and you can't just kill them, they don't go away. You're stuck dealing with them for the entirety of whatever level you're on. You don't get away from the monsters, but momentarily. And you're constantly worried about them. And going back to the sound, you're listening all the time for them, because you're going to know they're there by the sound well before you actually see them on the screen. The other major component of the gameplay for this game is puzzles. It is very puzzle oriented. So you will do a lot of collecting random items that you think are random at the time, but you will find a use for them later in the level and end up using the items. There's a lot of puzzles in the game, so you have to like the puzzles along with the horror part of the game, or this may not be the game for you. The story to me is just average. You wake up, you have amnesia, shockingly, and you discover more of the storyline as you go along through random letters. Some of them are voice acted and narrated, some of them you just have to read on your own. As the game gets towards the end, it takes on a very supernatural feel that's even weirder than you would expect. Again, I don't want to give away any specific plot points, but the story gets very weird. I wouldn't say the story is exceptional in this game. It's average. Now, there's a few things I didn't like about the game. Really, there's just really only one major one, and that is regarding the puzzles. There are some puzzles in the game where they either don't lead you at all for the puzzles, or they just don't make sense. There's one particular puzzle in the game that involves placing pipes on a wall. Now, the pattern that you need for placing the pipes on the wall is not given to you at any point. It's not alluded to or anything. You just have to basically randomly put them up until you stumble across the right pattern. And even finding this particular area, I would have been stuck on this particular area for much longer had not one of the viewers in my live stream kind of hinted in the right direction. Maybe check out this room. And then eventually we found this puzzle and randomly figured it out. But that's really my only major complaint with this game. That's just that one thing. I'm sure there was some minor things, but nothing worthy to bring up now. It's just, this is an all-around badass game. The graphics are okay. The sound is phenomenal. The atmosphere is phenomenal. The story is fine. It's just, and it's spooky. Is this game scary? Absolutely. You're not going to run into a lot of jump scares, but just, it's more psychological. It's one of those games that just constantly keeps you on the edge because you never know what's going to be behind the next door. And it's very well done. I look forward to playing the sequel, Amnesia. I've heard not good things about it, but I'll make another review for that video. So in my opinion, play this game? Yes, absolutely. It's a 9-year-old game. I'm willing to bet it's probably not very expensive on the Steam store, and it probably goes on sale every winter, every summer, things of that nature, whenever Steam has sales. So pick it up then, play it. If you like puzzles, if you like horror, you'll enjoy the game. And that's all that I have today. As always, remember to have fun and play some damn video games. I'm out of here. Catch you next time.